How's that for a good start? Because I have to set up all my cameras, but everybody can hear us. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to, let me switch to this camera so you can see that we are here. Welcome to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium here as we get ready for some Trailways crossover action. Today's game that we're going to be starting out with is the Randolph Rockets taking on the Wayland Big Red here at CWC. Joining me now on the broadcast is Peyton Moldenhauer. Peyton, welcome this morning.
Glad to be here, Jeff. Thank you for having me.
Neither one of us are morning people, and I don't know if Reagan is. I'm going to foresee and say no. She shook her head as well. So maybe next year we'll ask them to move the Trailways stuff to the evening. Although then they'll blow your whole Saturday. But you know what? We're going to have some fun because we love calling high school action. At least I do. I love watching Reagan run the camera. And we have a fantastic show that's set up here. We're going to step aside. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about our visiting team today. Is we're going to list them as the Wayland Big Red. And then we'll have an interview also with head coach from the Randolph Rockets, Chad Kaufman, and we'll talk about the Randolph Rockets. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with Peyton Moldenhauer on Jeff's live stream.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
All right, we should be back. My apologies there for the technical difficulties. Let's jump right into talking a little bit about the Wayland Big Red here, Peyton. I'm going to switch this over, and we'll see if I know I've got to add my new switcher in here, so I know that that's been part of the issue as well. So just stick with us as I try and get through some of these technical difficulties. And let's jump that over.
All right, going based off the Wayland Academy Lady Big Red season, they enter conference play 0-3 at this time, being 3-4 total on the season. Wayland Academy being such a national, international school during the winter break session. You know, they don't schedule as many games, if
They've
any
had
at all.
actually
So,
none. I
right.
think this is their first game back because of their extended break, so that overseas kiddos can come back, go visit their parents.
Right, and it looks like December 17th was their last game. There was a postponed game just shortly after that, but they're going to get back into the swing of things here. They had a win early on against Rio. I believe Randolph beat Rio pretty handily as well. Wayland did that also. They lost to a Cambria-Friesland team by 4 earlier this year. Oakfield and Lourdes Academy took care of the Wayland Academy Big Red pretty handily. They beat Madison Country Day by 15, who battled well with Cambria yesterday. Interesting there. Canceled game against Eustisford. They lost to a solid Dodgeland Lady Trojans team this year by 23. And then they beat Washington County Homeschool by 24. So, you know, as the back half of January gets going, I think every team is rolling at full speed. And I assume, just looking at their games from the 18th through the end of this month, I'm counting 6 games. So this Lady Big Red team is going to be rolling here. Lots and lots of games coming up.
Let's take a look at their individual stats.
And leading the way for the Lady Big Red is Alexa Arguello. She is averaging just over 11 points per game, shooting almost 37% from the field, just under 50% from the free throw line, and almost 20% from the three-point line. Has a game high of 22 points coming into today. Ariel Beatty, averaging almost 11 points per game, also at 10.7, is averaging 27% from the field goal percentage mark, just under 50% from the free throw line as well, and she is averaging almost 25% from the three-point arc. Good number to have.
Absolutely.
18 points per game as a high coming into today. And we have Montse Murillo averaging just over 7.5 points per game, 29% from the field, 69% from the free throw line, good number there, and shooting 15% from the three-point arc, 13 points high coming into today. And rounding up their leading scorers is Daria Beitan, averaging 6.4 points per game, 62% from the field goal percentage. It's a good number. And 6 of 8 from the free throw line accumulates to 75% on the season. She is also averaging 47% from the three-point arc, 8 of 17 on the season. Doesn't seem like she takes a lot of shots, but when she is shooting them, they are going in from everywhere. Free throw line, three-point line, and inside the arc also. So be interesting to see if she can get some more looks going on later into the season.
Let's take a look at some of the, I'm sorry, were you finished there?
I was just going to touch quick on miscellaneous stats, but it looks like Alexa Arguello, who leads the team in points per game, also leads the team in assists per game. She has 3 a game, averages just under 3 turnovers per game, so that's a good ratio, and she's almost averaging 5 steals per game as well. And Montse Murillo leads the way with 8.4 rebounds per game, 41 on the defensive side and 18 on the offensive glass. And Andrea Reason comes in second, just over 5 rebounds per game.
Awesome. Let's take a look at some of the team stats.
And the team statistics for the Wayland Academy Lady Big Red, they are being outscored in the first half 112 to 161 thus far. However, they are winning second half ball games, 193 to 179 accumulates to a 305 to 340 differential total. They are shooting 32% from the field goal percentage mark this season. They are shooting just under 50% from the free throw line as a whole. They're going to want to boost those numbers up. I think they always say as a team you want to shoot around 60%. The three-point mark, they are shooting just over 22% from three-point land. Compares pretty well to all their opponents, however. And they have 9 assists per game. Opponents are averaging 11. They might like to score a little bit more off the bounce. So their leading scorer leads the team with 3 assists per game. They average 18 turnovers per game, which in reality, that's not too bad. I see a lot of lady basketball teams averaging around 25, 26 turnovers per game, so a good margin for the Big Red there. They're also averaging 18 steals per game, so that ratio is, they're winning. It's above a 1.0, so you like to see that. And they are rebounding almost 32 boards per game. Their opponent 33, just a little off the winning edge there. They're going to have it out for them today. This Lady Rockets team has a couple good forwards that board hard. It'll be interesting to see how they take care of their work on the boards today, Jeff.
Excellent work there, Peyton. We're going to step aside. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and then we'll come back. Reagan, you'll have to give me that portable unit. For some reason, we lost power, so we'll have to double-check that. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Friday, January 31st is going to be a special night as the basketball teams and fans of Central Wisconsin Christian, Hildesford, and Johnson Creek join forces for Hoops for Hope, a night for cancer at the CWC Gymnasium. Several activities will be taking place to raise funds to support 2 area families battling brain cancer. CWC Director of Advancement Greg Zonefeld and CWC 2014 alumni Jared Rignaris. We know that cancer has touched many of our lives in some manner and want to invite you to partner with us in making this a very successful evening of hope. Check out the CWC website for further information.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-8255. 2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East.
That's great.
This call is now being recorded.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Lady Rockets, Coach Chad Kaufman. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Good afternoon.
Coach, this is going to be this crossover tournament. I really actually like this setup here. I don't know who came up with it, but I love the fact that it is scheduled to do this here to try and get some matchups and get that extra kind of non-conference type of game. But before we talk about your opponent for this morning, actually, talk about how things have gone with the healthier team and with the last couple of games.
The previous week we played 3 times. We had a good win against Dodgeland. We lost to a good Deerfield team, then we beat Montello last Thursday. So the one thing is we haven't played since last Thursday, so it'll be a 10-day layover. And we've been battling some health issues. I've had a number of girls out with either virus or influenza A. Plus it's finals week, so that's taken a toll too. Starting to get a couple back today, but I've even had to have a couple just come in. They were not even strong enough to go through practice like yesterday, and having to watch, a lot more film studies. So we're just trying to get through this hurdle right now. And I know it's not only us. I know a lot of school districts are battling, this time of year. So we're just trying to get as healthy as possible. And actually, it's a good thing, with that game being postponed from Cambria on Monday. We got pushed to playing Saturday morning and only one game this week. So all in all, it's worked out, and hopefully we'll be as healthy as possible come Saturday morning.
Coach, have you ever had to do this before? I know that some programs have, but I'm just wondering in your career if you've had to cancel a game due to health issues.
Yeah, actually, our first game of the year, we were supposed to play at Madison Country Day this year. Not us, but they about had half their team out in mid-November. So we had to postpone that game. We actually play Madison Country Day next week on a makeup game. Thinking back to in my 8 years, this might be the first time that we have had to reschedule a game due to sickness. We've had a lot of sickness in the past, just I don't think to these extent of the numbers. Plus our numbers are a little lower than other years. So it's taken quite a hit this year.
Yeah, I just was wondering how you'll coach your way through that if you've had the experience. Obviously, you've had tons of experience, and you've done a great job of building this program. And we know that they've been competitive and a state champion. And I just was wondering because I cannot recall in my coaching career same thing, and especially at the wrestling level. I know I was fortunate to have enough numbers to shuffle through, so I'm not sure how I would have handled it as a coach, especially when you know that even on Saturday, your players and your team isn't going to be at 100%.
I think the biggest thing, too, that we've talked to the girls about, whatever you're in, whatever sport you're playing, or you always got to look at it on the positive side, saying, hey, it's an opportunity for someone else to step up and show the talents you have and go out there and contribute to the team the minutes that you get on the floor. If we have 1 or 2 or 3 people out, it's other opportunities for other kids. So we're also looking at it that way. We're not looking at it as a detriment because we're not, as I said before, we know we're not the only team. Other teams battle us and might not be this time of the season, but throughout the season at some time, they're going to hit some low hurdles and you got to bounce back and you got to make do with what you have.
And that's the joys of coaching during the winter season and going over the couple of holidays where you get all the mixing of all of the family. Coach, thanks for sharing that information. Talk to me about today's opponent or tomorrow's opponent or 2 days opponent in Wayland Big Red.
We played Wayland, I want to say 4 years ago at the start of our tournament run in 2022. I think we played them the first game. They have a new coach now, Coach Shepard, who worked under Coach Doodle at Fall River. He was a JV coach for a number of years. I believe now it's his second year at Wayland. He had a girl graduated last year that's playing at Ripon with one of my former players, Preston Buwalda. He's done a good job with the program, building it. They're athletic. They are definitely athletic, watching them on film. They can get out and run the court. They're aggressive. They'll switch up defenses on you. I've seen them play a little box and one, triangle, two, zone, man, full court pressure. So they'll throw the whole kit and caboodle at you. So we got to be ready and prepared for that. But then again, like I've said all year when we have talked, the biggest thing with our group is executing and controlling the controllables. What do we have to do to be the most efficient on the offensive defensive end? Offensively, valuing the basketball, our spacing. Defensively, our gap responsibilities, our weak side responsibilities. Taking care of the defensive boards, limiting them to one shots. And number one, valuing the basketball. So it's going to be a good opponent. They've had off for about a month with their winter break, extended break. So I'm sure they're looking forward to play. And then, us after about a 10-day layoff, we're looking to get back on the court again soon.
Coach, it sounds like it's going to be a fantastic matchup, and I'm glad that we have the opportunity to be able to broadcast this. Anything else you'd like to add here on the pregame show?
No, that's it. Just thank you once again for broadcasting the game on Saturday morning. We've seen you a lot lately, and once again, thank you for all you do for high school sports in Wisconsin.
Thank you very much, Coach. This has been the head coach for the Lady Randolph Rockets, Coach Chad Kaufman. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's Live Stream.
In Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Gymnasium here. Trailways crossover action today. The Randolph Lady Rockets taking on the Big Red from Wayland Academy. Let's take a look at some of the stats here for the Randolph Lady Rockets. If you could share that information with us, Peyton, that'd be awesome.
Lady Rockets come in today 3-3 in conference play, 4-8 overall. Haven't played a game since January 9th. Last game was canceled due to health concerns. Every school's going through it right now.
Right.
The bug's going around. But talked to Coach Kaufman last night. Everyone's feeling healthy, getting back to it. They're ready to play today.
Let's take a look at some of the individual stats. We'll come back and we'll talk about this overall record a little bit towards the end here. Let's take a look at the individual stats.
All right, leading the way for the Lady Rockets, sophomore guard Maddie Miedema, just over 14 points per game, shooting 37% from the field goal percentage mark, shooting 57% from the free throw line, and almost 29% from the three-point land. 21 is her game high this season. Lexi Zemlo, follows her up with just over 10 points per game, shooting 29% from the field, 50% from the free throw line, and 21% from three-point land. 22 is her game high coming into tonight, or this morning.
Yeah,
this
no,
morning.
it's strange, isn't it?
Right, I had to think about that for a second. This morning. Good morning, Peyton.
Well, you said you're not a morning person, so we are both thinking that it's still afternoon or evening.
I'm in a gym right now, so it's tricking me. Usually I'm not in a gym in the morning, but
right.
Here we are. And leading the way, senior forward, third in points per game, just about 7 points per game is Piper Alsum. 32% from the field, just under 50% from the free throw line. And she's 1 of 2 from three-point land this season. I think I actually saw her make a three against Montello the other day. Not typically her game, but she has a nice mid-range shot. And if that's something that's developing in practice, I guess we'll see. Fourth is Brielle Hollander, a freshman. Same with Lexi Zemlo. She's come alive as of late, playing a lot more aggressively. Coach Kaufman loves what he's been seeing from her. Almost up to 5 points per game, 46% from the field. 38% from the free throw line, only 16 attempts from the line, however. 0 of 7 from three-point land, has a game high of 16. Maddie Miedema leading the way with assists, 4.3 assists per game, just under 4 turnovers per game, so a good ratio margin there. She's averaging 1.5 steals per game as well.
And I think the reason why we didn't add more there is I think the rest of the ladies that
Probably
came out to about like a
one.
1.5
right, not
average.
Not high enough, but yeah, Maddie Miedema is their distributor.
Right.
Offense runs through her. She's a fantastic ball handler. She's got great court vision. Like we said, she's their distributor. Rebounds per game. Maddie Miedema also rebounds the ball very, very well. She's over 7.5 rebounds per game, 64 on the defensive side, 27 on the offensive glass. And then they got a crew of forwards that rebound the ball really well as well. Piper Alsum with 6.5 boards per game. Aubrey Coffin and Brielle Hollander almost up to 4 rebounds per game also.
Let's take a look at some of the team stats.
A couple of team statistics at the top. This really blows my mind. This team is 4-8 coming into today. They win all their first half battles, lose their second half by only 12 points total on the year. They have a margin of 517 total points to their opponent's 495. Crazy for a 4-8 ball team, but
right.
Here we are. I think when they lose their close games, when they win, they're winning by a lot. So.
Yeah, the only one that we didn't see a big win out of was the Dodgeland.
Right, and that was a thriller.
What an awesome game there.
That was a thriller, and they got a good ball club over there as well. And going off team field goal percentage, they are shooting 35% from the field, just under 50% from the free throw line as a team. They're going to bump those numbers up as well, just like the Big Red this season. And they're shooting 23% from the three-point land as a team. They average 10 assists per game compared to their opponent's 8. They have 15 turnovers per game. Coach Kaufman, that's not a high number compared to a lot of teams, but Coach Kaufman still wants to value the ball a lot more. He talks about it all the time. They feel like the next step for this team is taking care of the ball and distributing it at a better rate. They have 5 steals per game as a team. They're going to want to bump those numbers up as well. Typically a team that extends ball pressure, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of scheme they come out into today. And their rebounding measures against other teams are very even. They average 26 boards per game. They're giving up 26.5. They're going to want to win that battle.
Right.
And
this is not a team that has a huge size. That's not their game.
Right.
Like they've had in the past.
Yeah, couple lengthier forwards, but
right.
Nothing too much bigger than 5'10" on this team.
Let's take a look at the team schedule here and how things have turned out here for the Randolph Rockets. We got about 55 seconds before we get ready here for the national anthem.
Yeah, quick run through. Their non-conference schedule, I'd argue, has been pretty competitive.
Coach talked about that all the time. He wants it to be super tough.
Yep, they played the best team out of the Trailways South at the current time being relatively lately. They were proud of their output against the Deerfield squad. They beat Montello very handily the other day. They beat Dodgeland in an overtime thriller a couple weeks ago. Played the WLA Vikings out of the Flyway. The Westfield squad is a constant state competitor. Poinette girls out of the Capital South, or North, I believe.
Yeah.
They're a very competent squad. And then a Partyville squad in conference, very competitive this year. Oakfield earlier this year, they're second in the Trailways East. They're looking forward to continuing conference play, and they got a couple non-conference games that are competitive as well. So they want to keep building off their positive play lately. And we're going to tend to the national anthem. We're going to get rolling here.
January 18th is the annual Waupun Warriors hockey team's Pink Out the Rink event. Every year, the Warriors fundraise and donate to a recipient fighting breast cancer. This year's beneficiary is Carmen. In April 2020, she was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer. Since diagnosis, she has undergone a double mastectomy, lymph node removal, and reconstructive surgery. Come on down and pack the community center on January 18th. Meet Carmen and support this great event as the Warriors take on the Wapaka Comets for the annual Pink Out the Rink event.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@wc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use.
All right, let's get ready here for the starting lineups here. For the Big Red of Wayland, number 1, Ariel Batty, sorry about that. Number 12, Ava Haruden. Number 13, Montserrat Mareo. Number 14, Andrea Reeson. And number 15, Alexa Arguello. And I'll let you take the starting lineups for Randolph. How does everything feel there? Are you set with that?
Feels good, looks good.
Okay.
Starting guard for the Lady Rockets, freshman Lexi Zemlo. Another starting guard for the Lady Rockets is a senior, Tessa Sidaski. Their last starting guard, a sophomore, Maddie Miedema. Starting at forward, a senior, number 23, Piper Alsum. And rounding out the starting 5 at forward, a sophomore, number 32, Aubrey Kaufman. Coached by Chad Kaufman.
Great job there again by Reagan on the portable unit, getting the huddle shots as well as the starting lineups here. Peyton is going to make the call today for the Randolph Rockets and the Wayland Big Red. And here we go.
Ready to roll. More awake than I'd think I'd ever be. Not a packed house this morning, but I imagine it's going to fill up as the day goes on.
I would think so.
Tip is won by the Lady Rockets. Maddie Miedema brings it down the floor. Wayland Big Red in a compact 1-3-1 zone to start early. Not very extended. Lady Rockets taking their time moving it around the arc. High post touch for Aubrey Kaufman. Finds Piper Alsum in the corner. Deep 2 off the swing pass to Maddie Miedema. Off to the right. No good. Rebound is brought in by Batty. Swings it up top. This is Arguello.
Are we in a man-to-man defense here for the Lady Rockets?
Man-to-man off the bat for the Lady Rockets. In the corner, Murillo takes the 3. Good contest by Alsum. Rebound by Miedema. Sadowski in the corner, moving it around. They're staying on the right side of the floor. High post touch for Aubrey Kaufman. Great poke out from behind by Murillo.
We'll switch it down here low to our portable. I love this on-floor shot here with Reagan.
Murillo swings it over to Arguello. She has a look on the wing. That doesn't fall. 2 3-point attempts early for the Wayland Big Red. Lexi Zemlo, right of the key. Shot attempt no good. Rebound by Arguello. Throws away the outlet pass. Taken away by Alsum. She looks for Kaufman down low. Can't handle the pass. Turnover of possession. Murillo over to Reeson. Up top to Arguello. She hits this 3. Her first of the day. Quick timeout by Kaufman. Doesn't like what he sees out of the gate.
We'll step
Says
aside.
Quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be back. You are listening to Jeff's live streams.
And in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-34.
We're back.
Quick timeout by the Lady Rockets. Skip pass down low to the other block. Tipped away, wasn't quite there. Remains Lady Rocket basketball. Maddie Miedema inbounds, baseline out of bounds. Couple screens on the weak side to get their ball players closer to the inbounder. Tipped away once again. Good active hands by the Lady Big Red. Slightly different inbound play here. Get Maddie Miedema on a screen back to the corner. Shot attempt no good. Great rebound by Murillo. Gets it out to Arguello. To the corner is Batty. Closely guarded by Zemlo. Skip pass over to Reason. Man-to-man defense early for the Lady Rockets. Great switch up top on the key. Contest. Shot no good by Barudin. Reason tries a three. That one's long. Rebound chased down by Zemlo. Outlet pass is tipped away. Will remain Lady Rocket basketball.
Do you remember who had that three for Wayland? I'm sorry,
I believe it was Arguello.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Trying to get rid of the glitching here, so.
They love the three-point attempt. It's kind of hard to keep up with who's shooting what, but Arguello's attempted a 2 or 3, cashed in on one early here. Got a 0-3 ball game. Another post look gets tipped away from behind by Reason.
See if I've got the instant replay set up, and I should know better that I don't. And I also have to add in, so let's get this first.
Inbound pass stolen away. Had a look maybe on the block. Arguello goes coast to coast, rolls that one in.
My apologies, folks, that we're missing that right now. Just trying to get everything. Let me add in the main camera here first so that you can actually still see what is happening. There we go.
Maddie Miedema tries to get it into the offense. Another tip pass by the Lady Big Red. Stolen away. They come away with it. Reason pushes the floor to Batty on the way up. Finishes. Another timeout by the Lady Rockets. 7-0 ball game here early at Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader Gymnasium. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. We will be back momentarily. You are listening to Jeff's live streams.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian. Down on the floor with Reagan. And here we go, Peyton.
Coach Kaufman called 2 quick timeouts here earlier in the half. Lady Rockets not playing up to par. These Lady Big Red are getting their hands on a lot of passes.
I think there was a conversation at one time, Peyton, about how many timeouts are they allowed per half. Is it 5 per half or is it 5 for the game?
I believe it's
Any
a great
idea?
question. No.
Yeah, okay.
I was never the guy to call timeouts on the floor. Kind of left that up to my coach, but he feels like it's wise to use them out of the gate to make sure they don't get too far behind.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I am just wondering. I would never question Coach Kaufman.
Deep 2 by Piper Alstom in the corner, just long off the iron. Batty pushes the floor, fouled on her way up. Great pass all the way down the floor across court. I didn't see who made that pass, but.
Get that instant replay. Looks like it is already running there, so that's awesome.
First foul of the game. I didn't catch who that was on, but first free throw attempt for Batty is short off the rim. Got a substitution for the Lady Big Red. Looks like she's coming in for the shooter. Brielle Hollander checked into the game for the first time today for the Lady Rockets. Batty cashes in on the second one. And number 10, Daria Beitan, checks in for Batty after she cashes in on the free throw attempt. Got an 8-0 ball game here. Just over 4 minutes into action. Lady Rockets still searching for their first basket. Just 1-3-1 pack defense by the Big Reds posed a problem, but Maddie Miedema gets them going. Her first basket of the evening, a 3 from the left wing. Arguello, closely guarded by Miedema, gets a hand on it. Nice block. Lexi Zemlo brings down the rebound. She's pushing the floor. Has Hollander in the corner. Tries to find a post touchdown load on Kaufman. Can't quite get there.
Good shot over here again by Reagan on the floor. Following the action.
Murillo into the post. That was Yanni Gova that went up with the shot. She checked into the game quite a bit ago. Brielle Hollander on the fast break. Doesn't need the backboard, puts it in off the baseline. She's really been starting to come alive lately for the Lady Rockets. Big spark off the bench.
The freshman, right?
Yep, one of the two that play
Yeah.
big meaningful minutes for this Lady Rockets team. Physical play off the ball, trying to get the steal. Piper also might have gotten away with a foul. Arguello with the fadeaway post. Looked like a really nice move. Just short off the glass, pulled away by the Lady Rockets.
Oh, good feed.
Miedema finds Piper Alstom down low. Can't finish. Going up. Good look. I think Coach Kaufman will take any shot attempt over the early turnovers as they've been seeing.
Right. Solid man-to-man, but boy, do they have their work cut out for him inside.
Little height
Kaufman.
difference down low.
Yeah.
Miedema tries to take it coast to coast, can't connect. Brielle Hollander contests for the rebound. I believe she's going to get the foul down low. That'll be her first foul, team second. No PA today.
Yeah.
At least for game number 1. Round of substitutions for the Wayland Big Red. Madeline Park checked into the game. Number 2, Layla Zafari checked into the game. And I think number 14, Andrea Reason checks back into the game.
Shot down low again there with Reagan on the portable floor. On the portable floor? No. Portable camera on the floor.
There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco.
Gonna have to grab some more coffee.
Arguello attacks aggressively from the right. Great help defense by Hollander. Gets a hand on it. Rotation. Alstom gets a contest. That shot is short. It'll go the other way. Good rotation defense by the Lady Rockets.
I thought it was an actual good opening here. It's just number 11, Madeline Park, was unable to execute.
Right, it was great rotation on offense too. Great ball movement. It's a good note. High post touch for Brielle Hollander in the lane. Nice kick out to Tessa Sadowski. Just rims out. She's a capable shooter for this Lady Rockets team. Played a big role on their state run a couple years ago.
Illegal screen.
Moving screen on this end for the Lady Big Red. That's going to go on number 10, Daria Beitan. That'll be her first foul, team first of the half. Miedema slowly brings it up the floor, back into their zone offense. Miedema attacks the lane. Floater goes up, gets the roll. Her second basket today.
Shooter's touch right there by Maddie Miedema.
I almost said evening again.
Yeah, and that's okay.
We'll roll with today instead of morning.
We'll try. Good feed up ahead here on the breakout.
Lady Rockets take their first lead of the day. Good push ahead by the two freshman tandem. In the NBA, they'll probably give Brielle that assist, but Zemlo, from a high school standard, probably took a couple too many dribbles.
Okay.
Good outlet pass nonetheless.
Yeah, it was. It was great.
Arguello topped the key, pulls from deep three. Off the back iron, bounces around, thinks about going in, falls out. Rebound by Piper Alsum. Maddie Miedema pushes the opposite end of the floor. Cross court to Brielle Hollander, gets fouled on her way up. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
We'll have to pay attention to the table here and see, or to the officials. Number 12.
Will be on number 12, Ava Barudin, her first, team second.
It's a good job here again setting up those basket cams for us with Reagan, and see that free throw motion.
First attempt for Hollander at the line is no good. Couple substitutions. Aubrey Kaufman checks back into the game for Piper Alsum. Number 13, Montse Murillo checks back into the game for the Big Red, as well as Ariel Batty. I think I missed another one that checked. No, looks right.
Yeah, good rebound there by Miedema.
Yep. Dribbles it back out. Didn't feel like the contest was enough. Pulled it from the left wing just off. 9-8 ball game. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half here at CWC Crusader Gymnasium in Waupun, Wisconsin. Baseline pass over to Murillo from Batty. Shot is no good.
Good hustle play there.
She rebounds her own potential assist. Guarded closely by Zemlo. They're working it around. Murillo posts hard, turns right, goes up with it. Shot is no good. Tipped away by Kaufman to Miedema. She pushes the floor cross court once again to Zemlo. Zemlo in the right corner, evades the defense, floater on the right baseline. That drops. We got a timeout on the floor by Wayland Big Red. Looks like a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back. You are listening to Jeff's live streams.
Years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store and runner-up for best furniture store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium. The Big Red of Wayland taking on the Lady Rockets of Randolph, and the Lady Rockets wearing white are in the lead. Back to Peyton.
Yeah, 11-0 run for the Lady Rockets here. It was an 8-0 run for the Big Red. Game of runs.
And we talked about that before, too, that's typically what happens in high school basketball.
Right. Shot attempt, corner three by Zafari was short. Tipped away off the pass. The second chance opportunity, Maddie Miedema goes up with the left, coast to coast, can't connect. Sticks with it, gets the steal, fades away down low, can't connect.
Good play there by Maddie. She just was unable to execute on both opportunities there.
Right idea. Murillo with the turnaround post move, buries that one. Wayland Academy Big Red going to see if they can go on another run of their own. High post touch for Kaufman, kicks to the corner. Rail Hollander handles it. Gets tipped away on the attack to the lane.
Oh.
We're going to get a walking violation
4.5
here.
steps from the professional.
Yep. Arguello attempted a Euro step into the lane. Took an extra one or two.
I'm not making fun of her steps. We've talked previously about professional, whatever you want to call it. I can't even call it basketball.
Yeah. I think our stance is the same on professional basketball.
Good shot down here again on the floor as we get to see the Lady Rockets offense work.
A little different zone approach here for the Wayland Academy Big Red. They're in a 2-3 here. High post touch for Tessa Sadowski. Aubrey Kaufman flashes hard, dribbles left as Miedema can't connect from the elbow. Rebound by Murillo.
She executed, though, what you would like to do against a zone, correct?
Yep.
You'd like to see her get past the 2-point.
Yep. As much as passing it around in a zone is effective, time to time you do need to dribble drive, and they always say to draw 2, that way you can find someone open. Lexi Zemlo hustles for the loose ball on the floor. It's going to result in a jump ball. It will remain Wayland Academy ball.
We were just talking a little bit off air, too. So 6:56 left here in the first period. It's the first game back for Wayland. I don't know when they actually returned as far as for practices.
Yep.
But just wondering a little bit about the conditioning of the Big Red. And we'll see if that's going to have anything to have an impact.
Early doesn't seem like too big an issue, but I know a couple days ago I'm from the Randolph Beaver Dam area, and sister lives in Beaver Dam. I was helping around there the other day. They have a fantastic facility. I praise their dome, their basketball facility all the time. It's one of my favorite places to play ever.
Yeah, yeah.
But saw them on campus walking to practice the other day and didn't realize that they played them soon. But they've been back at it in practice at least. They haven't played a game in a month, but I always say, even though you try to practice how you play, great contest on the rebound. Maddie Miedema comes down with it. They're going to get that foul on Treenan, or Reason. Treenan was a name last night.
Yeah, number 14.
Yep, Reason. But I feel like to get back into game shape, sometimes it takes a couple games as well, but if you practice like you play, maybe they're feeling a lot better than you realize. Second chance opportunity off the inbound for Piper Awesome. That drops.
Her first bucket of the day. Yeah, so that I just always wonder about that because we definitely know there's a difference between practice and game situation, the intensity of somebody else. And I'm not knocking anybody's practice. It's just I think that's just the reality.
Yep.
There are some games where you're playing where practice is tougher. Good move there.
Murillo spins left, banks it in. Still a 1-point ball game. Lady Rockets lead. Just over 5.5 minutes to go in the half.
You talked about this before too, Peyton, and we have different games that we're always going on, so we try not to. Nice pass there. Oh, just couldn't execute again.
Couple missed bunnies for the Lady Rockets early. Good looks here later in the half.
A good matchup here, though, on the Trailways crossover. You know, we've talked about most of the time the matchups turn out to be pretty solid.
Yep, I think they try their best to level them out, compare conference records and strength of schedule. Seen a couple really good ones. The Fall River Dodgeland one was a pretty good one last night. Have a really good matchup on paper after this game as well.
How'd that Dodgeland Fall River? Did you stay and watch the whole thing?
I stayed for the first half. It was 26-19 at halftime. I imagine it stayed relatively close. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah,
Can't
we'll
speak
take a
for
look at that. But who was in the lead at that time?
Fall River was leading by 7.
Okay. Yeah, we'll check that out.
It was a good first half nonetheless. That pass was tipped in the post. Reason couldn't handle it. Last off her. Round of substitutions for the Big Red. We have Bayton checking back in and Zafari as well.
Got to give a shout out to our 19 viewers who are watching us. Thank you for jumping in here. We'd love to have you put some stuff in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite players.
I know my father's the assistant coach typically for this Lady Rockets team. I know they're on vacation down in Aruba. I don't know if they have the greatest connection
Internet,
down there, but
we'll say hi anyways.
I'll say hi anyways.
Don't waste your data plan sending us a chat.
Yeah, if it costs money, I need help with college tuition. So
exactly.
that's a dollar that can go to a cause that's better. Pass stolen away by Brielle Hollander. Pushes the floor is Piper Awesome. Goes up, fights through contact, finishes. That is her second bucket today.
We're going to stay with Reagan this whole time here, see what it looks like from behind on the floor.
Bayton kicks to Murillo. She's got some fancy footwork down low, scored off some nice post moves. Bayton can't handle the pass on the wing. Lady Rockets take possession. Big Red back into a 2-3 zone defense here. Zemlo over to Miedema, finds Kaufman in the high post, kicks it back out. They're swinging it around. Nice skip pass over to Maddie Miedema. She's going to play off that. Shoots it off the bounce on the right elbow. That goes in.
Miedema is trying to heat up here. Suddenly to a 5-point lead.
Biggest lead of the game for the Lady Rockets. Lady Red have led as much as 8 early. They went up on an 8-0 lead. Miedema pushes the floor. Hollander on the left block. Over to Alsum on the right. Skips it around the baseline to Miedema. She's long on the deep 2. Murillo tries to save it on the baseline. Her foot was on the line. Substitutions for the Lady Big Red. Madeline Park checks in, as well as Alexa Arguello is back into the game.
You've had some conversation with some of these ladies. Do they go back and watch our stream?
I haven't asked any of the girls currently. I know my sister Maya always did.
Yeah.
To this day, I think she goes back on there and kind of watches game like film. I can't help but laugh, but that's just the nature of my sister as well. But a couple serious hoopers on this Lady Rockets team. I'm sure they do.
Me too. And the reason I'm saying that is because when I am asking you to put stuff in the chat, it's not for me. It's for these girls. Because just like you said, even years later, they'll go back and they'll watch it, and they love to see grandma and grandpa, aunts, uncles, friends, neighbors.
And I know my grandparents enjoyed watching games through live streams over the years, especially as my sisters played. I don't think they were always available in my years, but
yeah, we didn't get to as many.
The availability these days, I know grandparents that are snowbirds down south, they appreciate it.
So put that in the chat, though. Let the girls know that you're watching it.
Yep. Let them know where you're currently at. I like to hear it, too. I'm a big geography guy.
Yeah, that's the thing I love. I like to see the reach as well.
Right.
So.
Good ball movement by the Lady Rockets. Find Miedema on the free throw line. Can't connect. Rebound by Murillo. Gets it to her point guard, Arguello. Slowly pushes the floor. Maddie Miedema gives her an arm's length distance.
Yeah, I wonder also, Peyton here, now maybe I'll ask that. I'll ask it right now. So which takes more energy, working offensive or defensive?
Defensive for sure. I feel like often when you're off the ball on offense, you can take a couple breaks, but got a jump ball on the floor. Wayland Academy head coach tried to get a timeout in, but possession was jointly held by both teams before he could get it in. Possession goes to the Lady Rockets here. But
I was wondering. So like if they're working the ball around here and they're running their offense in a set and running like crazy, I mean,
yep. And
who's working harder and getting more tired out there on the court?
I guess it depends your motor, but defensively, I always felt like if you're off the ball and you take a moment off, you're slacking for just a moment that the offense can catch you, and therefore you can't really afford to take a break on the defensive side. But offensively, it can be just as much hard work, too, if you're moving on weak side just as much. See Brielle Hollander flashing from the weak side to the high post. Skip past to Zemlo, goes over her head, couldn't handle it. Go the opposite way.
Oops, lost a little camera there. Our apologies. It'll come back here. Sorry about that. There we go.
Yeah, I know in the swing offense, growing up too, the weak side's always cutting, setting off-screen passes, or screens, excuse me. Nice post move by Yanni Golva, her first basket today. Got 8 seconds left in the half here. Lady Rockets are going to elect to take the last shot. Miedema pushes to the left. Scoop shot underneath the hoop, can't finish. Zemlo rebounds, gets fouled by Yanni Golva on her way up with just over a second to go. She will head to the line to shoot 2.
That's a way to end the half here if you've got those free shots.
It's going to be hard to get a good shot attempt off for the Lady Big Red with just over a second and a half.
1.6, correct, yeah.
Especially from full court. But Arguello has attempted a couple deep threes for this team. Maybe she's got something in her that can get it there from three-quarters court. First shot attempt for Zemlo was no good. Second is short as well. Piper Alsum Rebounds the miss, tries to go up. Yanni Gova, great defense, contest from behind. Can't finish. That'll be your first half. It is a 17-14 ball game. We are going to take a quick ad break. We're going to gather up a couple stats and come back to you with those. You are listening to Jeff's live streams.
We're watching the teams exit here first with Reagan's got a great shot here as the girls getting off the court and coaches chatting with each other. And now we'll step aside here. That wasn't Peyton's fault. That was mine as the producer deciding to stay with it. We'll be back.
Enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping. Enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway. Call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium here as we take a look at the stats here for the Wayland Big Red. One foul. They only had I have to take a look on the other side here. 4 team fouls. I probably didn't have the numbers right there. So Olivia Yanagova with 1 foul. She also has 2 points. And the other foul goes to Andrea Ryson. She had a foul. Ava Barudin with a foul. And Daria Beitan with a foul. Leading scorer for the Big Red is Alexa Arguello. She's got 5 points. Montserrat Mareo with 4 points. Ariel Batty with 3 points, and then Olivia Yanagova with 2 points. So Peyton, you saw that first half here. They only scored up 14 points here in the first half for the Big Red. You're in their locker room. What are you telling them as the coach?
They got off really hot, a lot of three-point attempts. Murillo's been really solid down low. Arguello seems to have a nice three-point shot as well. I think they could combine both of those, play some good complementary basketball, feeding Murillo in the post. If she's got a good look, let her go to work. Otherwise, find open teammates such as Arguello on kickouts from three. Trying to remember who was the leading scorer for them going into the season, but I think Arguello was, if I'm not mistaken. Clearly shows talented ball handler, good-looking shot from out wide. But, yeah, some inside-out basketball I think would fare well for them. Yanni Gova, pretty solid down in the post as well. But looking, Bayton comes off the bench for this Lady Big Red squad. We talked earlier about her statistics coming into today. Doesn't shoot a lot, but her percentages are really, really good. And I don't think she's put up a shot today thus far.
Not that I can recall.
Yeah, but they have a couple very capable shooters from the outside, and Murillo's been very impressive to me in the post. Some nice footwork down there. She seems very capable. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can play some inside-out basketball. They dribble around a lot, and I think that can go the same for Lady Rockets as well. A couple turnovers for both teams, sloppy play, but it is early morning basketball.
Right.
We'll see how much more put together they can come out of this half for both squads.
We'll step aside here. We'll hear from a couple of our sponsors, then we'll come back and we'll talk about those Lady Rockets here on Jeff's live stream.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities.
God bless.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian. Let's talk about those Lady Rockets from Randolph. Only 2 team fouls. That's really impressive. 1-0, Lexi Zemlo, and 1 to number 10, Brielle Hollander. Let's take a look at the scoring for the team. Brielle Hollander, as we just mentioned, she's got 2 points. Lexi Zemlo with 4, as well as Piper Alsum. And leading the scoring for the Lady Rockets, number 15, Maddie Miedema, was 7 points. So the same question to you. Your Coach Kaufman, I know you would never question Coach Kaufman.
Never.
But what are you talking about in the locker room to your Lady Rockets?
Yeah, clearly he was not thrilled with the opening play out of the gate. Used a couple timeouts to make sure that they turned things around. They played quite a bit better considering an 8-0 run early for the Lady Big Red. But defensively, they're also getting their hands on a couple passes, allowing not as many second chance opportunities. But even though their turnovers are cut down a little bit, the Lady Big Red's still getting their hands on a lot of passes. I'm sure he's stressing. He says it all the time, taking care of the ball. I think in this zone defense that Wayland's been guarding, that's been very effective. Just when you're dribble driving, triple threat, ball fakes, moving it around, being aware of your surroundings, fundamental basketball. But they've had a couple more looks from outside the arc as they've been going. A couple missed opportunities down low, can't finish. They're going to want to start finishing their bunnies. It's the most missed shot in basketball, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the little things. I think they could say it for both teams as well. Later, it's been a pretty sloppy first half for both teams. But, yeah, be interesting to see how they come out in the second half and put it together. Early morning basketball is not a usual thing for high school sports, but Trailways Conference crossover makes it for a fun Saturday. And ready to see how the second half unfolds, Jeff?
We'll step aside real quick and we can grab another sponsorship here, and then we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with Peyton. Great analysis here. And Reagan on her portable camera. We'll be back.
Friday, January 31st is going to be a special night as the basketball teams and fans of Central Wisconsin Christian, Hisdesford, and Johnson Creek join forces for Hoops for Hope, a night for cancer at the CWC Gymnasium. Several activities will be taking place to raise funds to support 2 area families battling brain cancer. CWC Director of Advancement Greg Zonefeld and CWC 2014 alumni Jared Rignaris. We know that cancer has touched many of our lives in some manner and want to invite you to partner with us in making this a very successful evening of hope. Check out the CWC website for further information.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located.
Welcome back. We're going to cut off my own ad there as we get ready here for the start of the second half. Peyton on the call one more time.
We are rolling. 3-point lead for the Lady Rockets to open the second half. Lady Big Red basketball to open. Batty up top moves it over to Barudin. She skips it over back to Batty. This is Murillo in the corner, guarded by Piper Alsum. Little dribble handoff around the wing. Arguello dances around Murillo's screen, kicks to Batty. Lexi Zemlo cuts the baseline off. Good patience by the Wayland Academy Big Red. Murillo in the post, backs down. Alsum spins left. Good move. Shot attempt just off the iron. No good. Rebound by Piper Alsum.
Good job there. We followed that action the whole time with Reagan on the floor, so good work. Oh, nice work inside.
Good look early in the post. Aubrey Kaufman connects on her first basket today.
You talked about they got to make the bunnies. There's one bunny in.
I'm sure they're awake now.
Coach probably had them doing push-ups in the locker room to get the blood flowing.
Can only imagine. Arguello swings it cross-court past to Barudin, gets fouled on her way up, banks it in, and one opportunity for Barudin. Nice finish through contact. Free throw off the back iron. Tessa Sadowski chases that one down. Gonna get a foul around. I think that'll go on the free throw shooter, Barudin. Yep. That'll be her first foul, team first.
I think that's her second.
Or second?
Yep.
Okay.
I know you can't see my score sheet, so I'll do my best to flash it to you.
I always like to check the board, too, in the middle.
I know, and they normally have it here, but that's usually with your home, because what happens when you they have these trailways crossover to make sure that everything stays balanced. They have to have their own workers. So you've got somebody else running a clock that they're not familiar with, which I'll have to be surprised here. I know that yesterday, the very first game, they had some issues with the horn going off.
I did see it. Yep, I do remember that.
But otherwise, it's been pretty good here with the clock.
Keeping things simple, no problem with that.
Good job there again by Reagan to see the ball action.
Wayland Academy on the opposite end. Arguello attacks, loses the ball. It's going to be a tough call here in the corner. They're going to go the other way.
We'll stay with Reagan and watch the inbound.
Little full court pressure. Looks like a token 1-3-1 diamond press. Not very extended. They're back into their zone defense here on the other end. Maybe a little 2-3 action.
Oh.
They're scattered everywhere. Nice skip pass to Zemlo on the wing. Deep 2 off the iron. Probably would have went in from 3. We're going to have a travel on the rebound. I think Reason was expecting the Rockets to hold possession of the ball with her. They pulled the chair and she walks with it. Baseline out of bounds, Lady Rockets. Nothing down low. They kick it back out to Miedema, top the key. They miss the inside look, trying to pick apart this zone. This is Batty in the corner, moves it back up to Barudin. Arguello, hand down, man down, hits the three. Her second three-pointer today. Got a tie ball game. Just under 15 minutes to go in this contest.
Good start there by the Wayland Big Red to come on out of the locker room.
Maddie Miedema, high post touch, goes up with the shot on the elbow. No good. Tipped away by Piper Alstom. Good hustle.
Good hands in there to reach in there and slap that away.
Brielle Hollander checks into the game. Tessa Sadowski heads to the bench.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this either, but I wonder how much of the illness plays a factor for
I was wondering if you're going to say anything.
Randolph.
Heard a cough on the bench.
That's what I just heard as well. So
Right.
I'm wondering, we know that the Rockets had to cancel their game against Cambria.
Right. I think things are trending in a much more positive direction, but, you know, colds and coughs do tend to linger after you get sick. And I'm sure it's not 100%. It nearly never is, but.
So you're wondering, where the lungs are at and the capabilities here?
Fortunately, they've had a lot of practices in the meantime. Good attack through the zone. Maddie Miedema gets fouled. That'll be on the ground. Foul is on 15, Arguello.
It's her first.
Her first, team second of the half. Another baseline out of bounds opportunity for the Rockets. Nice left hand finish by Piper Alstom. They retake the lead. Back into the offense for the Lady Red, Big Red. Man-to-man defense for the Lady Rockets. Haven't seen them stray away from that today.
Right back down on the portable of the floor so you can see that action. I think that's fantastic if you've never have played the game. And even if you played the game, you still get to see the attack, the physicality, the speed with that shot there on the floor.
Nice held ball, hedge screen by Brielle Hollander. We'll flip sides here, Lady Rocket basketball.
Good hands there to reach out and not get the foul. Good skip
Nice
pass.
skip pass by Piper Alstom. Attack right by Brielle Hollander.
Oh.
Reason must have not had a body on the rebound. Kaufman goes up and over for the board. Rockets can't capitalize on the second chance opportunity. They push down the floor, and Batty goes up with the left hand in the middle of the lane. Puts that in tie ball game. 13 minutes to go. Corner look for Piper Alstom. Gets it out of there. They were looking to trap. Cross court to the other block is Piper Alstom. She kicks back out to Zemlo. Shot attempt is short. Arguello chases down the rebound. Gets it over to Barudin. Getting into their offense. They move it over to Murillo. Murillo attempts a three. That is off the mark. Rebound by Arguello. She goes up and finishes over Miedema.
And all of a sudden, the Big Red have the lead.
Up two. Their first lead since their early 8-0 run.
Trailways East versus Trailways West. And I got to give a shout out. So we had a great job there by our consultant, Aaron. It was good defensive play there. But he let us know that they have 5 timeouts per game, 3 60s and 2 30s. And they each get another one if they go into overtime.
Good to know.
Yeah, so thank you to Aaron for sharing that information for us. We got Reagan down low. Now on this side, we get to see the Rockets work.
Great attack by Miedema. Finishes over Yanni Gova. Tie ball game again. Mid-range look for Murillo. Comes off the rim long. Miedema comes away with it. She's pushing the floor. Has Piper Alstom on the other side. Goes up. They're going to get a body foul on Arguello. Piper Alstom will head to the line to shoot 2.
believe that's only her second foul, but we're going to see shooting there. We'll go with Reagan's camera shot here instead of going to the basket cam.
Awesome. Connects on the first.
Pretty shot right there. I'm always impressed because I don't think I ever had good motion, but not because I was never a basketball player.
A free throw routine, excuse me. It's a complicated one. You try to keep it simple. It's got to be almost mindless. They always say free throws are, it's a mind game.
Well, she certainly had pretty technique right there.
Yep, looked good there. 2 for 2. Yanni Gova, excuse me. Turnaround jumper in the middle of the lane. No good. Lady Rockets look to extend their lead to 2 possessions here.
Good ball movement there by the Lady Rockets, and sometimes I cut off Peyton because I say what I'm thinking, and I'll do better.
No, as you should. See something good. Good point out. And as you were saying, great ball movement throughout the entire possession. They find Hollander wide open in the right block.
Get back their lead to 4 points.
High post touch from Murillo, guarded by Hollander. All the way down to the right side. Yanni Gova can't finish on the second chance opportunity. Miedema with another rebound, pushing the floor. Euro steps to the left, finishes with the right-hand floater. 6-point lead for the Lady Rockets. 8-0 run for the Lady Rockets here. They were just down 23-21, up 29-23.
Yeah, really nice run there by the Lady Rockets.
Yep, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor by the Lady Big Red. Looks like a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. We will be back momentarily. You are listening to Jeff's live streams.
Join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission. Feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader Gymnasium. Big Red trying to stop the bleeding here. They had the lead for a second, and then the Lady Rockets responded. That one's going to be dribbled out of bounds.
Maroon with a great effort to attack the lane. Had a look, just couldn't handle it. But it looks like they're going to call it off of White. It'll still be
I thought that
Big Red possession. I thought so too, but
we're not on the floor, so
nope.
We try not to.
Official on the baseline is right there. Must have been a finger. Arguello with an aggressive take into the lane. Lady Rockets battle down low. Good box out. Murillo's going to have a foot on the line as she tries to save the ball. Shot attempt is just short.
How is the handle today? Is that a little bit better?
Yeah, no, notice it's a little shorter. There's no issue yesterday, but feels good today.
It looked like to me that you were uncomfortable with your arm at a bad angle.
Just got such long arms. Lady Rockets down low, try to attack the baseline.
We'll see this inbound play here with Reagan shot right down on the floor. See how the Lady Rockets respond here. Thank you again to the 30 computers who are logged in. We appreciate it.
Zemlo,
good pass.
3-point attempt with a shot attempt. That was a great pass right to Kaufman on the block. It's hard to rebound air balls.
Oh, yes.
My mother always said that too. Sometimes it upset me because as a shooter, you don't want to have an air ball, but you know, it works in your favor sometimes.
It was a great assist.
Right. It ain't going to go on the stat sheet, but I think
nobody else will know.
Nope. Just tell all your friends that's what you meant to do.
Right.
Works out in the Lady Rockets' favor. Kaufman finds her counterpart Hollander down low, and a great cut and find. Maddie Miedema with the layup, assist by Hollander.
Nice
Another
work.
timeout on the floor. The Lady Rockets extend their lead to 10. Looks like this is going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. Here's a couple words from our sponsors. You are listening to Jeff's live streams.
In service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling Only Guide Service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan's.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium. Good job there in the huddle for Reagan. So we were talking off here. We'll come quickly here. We'll come back to you, but I just wanted you to be aware. Technical difficulties, stay with us. If you see that black screen, stay with us. I've noticed I must have an adapter. My USB adapter must not be functioning in the computer fully, because that's when we get some of the glitchy stuff taking place. So if that happens, you're going to see a black screen for about 20 seconds as I unplug it to get going. So that's always there, and Caleb can always share that in our chats. Oh, good work again.
Great work around by Miedema. Finds Hollander on the block. Good complimentary basketball. Hollander found Miedema before. Miedema finds Hollander the next time down. 12-point lead. Barudin attacks the lane. Good contest. Can't come down with the rebound.
Great work there. The offense seems to be clicking right now for Randolph.
They got it rolling finally. The Big Red are going to have to try and match here. A couple good looks for them off the drive to the hoop. Batty in the corner open. Attempts the three just short. Miedema chases down the rebound. She leads the team with just about 7.5 rebounds per game. Finds Sadowski in the corner. She kicks it out of the trap to Miedema on the right wing. Great look. She cans that one in from the right wing.
Maddie Miedema feeling it right now.
15-point lead, biggest lead of the game for both teams. High post look for Reason. Gets stolen away by Kaufman. Miedema pushes the floor again. Finds Hollander once again on the other end. Fouled, gets the roll in, and one. She'll go to the line and shoot for a three-point play.
Nice work there.
They're going to get Barudin for that one. Team's fourth. I believe that is her second.
We'll stay with Reagan's portable shot here instead of that basket cam.
Got Bayton and Park checking back into the game for the Wayland Academy Big Red.
At the line, finishing the three-point play, just a little short.
Rebound by Bayton. Maddie Miedema intercepts the fast break push off the rebound. Goes up with the right hand scoop. Can't get that one to fall. Bayton comes away with the rebound again. Batty dribbles left to the top of the key, moves it over to Arguello. Attacks the lane. Bayton shoots a great percentage. Good hands by Tessa Sadowski. Last touch by Bayton. B-Lady Rocket basketball. Lexi Zemlo checks back into the game. For her freshman counterpart, Brielle Hollander will head to the bench. 17-point lead with just over 7 minutes remaining in this contest. Big run as of late for the Lady Rockets. It's been a very competitive game.
It was, I would say so, until about 4 minutes ago.
Right.
And coach from Wayland was trying to do everything he could to stop the bleeding, but
they are having their way. Great cut in the middle of the lane. Tessa Sadowski scores her first points today. They're just finding a lot of open players. Another timeout on the floor by the Wayland Academy Lady Big Red.
It's got to be a
Looks
full,
like a full
I'm
timeout.
assuming.
They're
Yep.
sitting on the bench. We're going to take it with them. We will be back momentarily.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options: appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
January 18th is the annual Waupun Warriors hockey team's Pink Out the Rink event. Every year, the Warriors fundraise and donate to a recipient fighting breast cancer. This year's beneficiary is Carmen. In April 2020, she was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer. Since diagnosis, she has undergone a double mastectomy, lymph node removal, and reconstructive surgery. Come on down and pack the community center on January 18th. Meet Carmen and support this great event.
Where is it?
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian. You just saw an ad for Pink Out the Rink for hockey tonight here at Waupun at the community center. Good shot there.
Attempt by Arguello. Kisses it off the glass, falls in. I think that's her third three-pointer of the day.
You're pretty good at that, keeping track of that. That's awesome.
My memory's usually never that sharp. Just when basketball is being played.
Wow.
Nice look inside to Lydia Van Buren. She checked into the game for the first time. Spreading the wealth, the Lady Rockets are 18-point lead. Batty drives left, closely guarded by Zemlo, cuts her off on the baseline, moves it back over. This is Bayton.
What year is Van Buren?
She is a sophomore.
Okay. What a young team for this Lady Rockets.
Nice push down the floor, give and go action to the corner. Miedema from the left. Tessa Sadowski tries and contests for the offensive rebound. Wayland comes away with it. Great hustle down the floor by the Lady Rockets. Piper Alstom tips it away. Never too early to hear from our viewers who we should interview after this game.
Yep, very good. We're getting close to that. I'll have to grab those microphones. So want to give a shout out to Robin Randall for letting us know that she's watching from Pittsville.
Another three-pointer by Arguello.
Favorite Rocket is her granddaughter, Madison Randall. So love that. Thank you for sharing that information. Anybody else wants to let us know who your favorite player is, where you're watching from? Oh, what a steal. Who you're cheering for?
Rudin
nice
on the
play.
opposite end. Right hand on the left side, finishes. Goes coast to coast.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much interview we'll be able to get here with that next game coming up. We'll have to debate whether we should do post-game or pre-game. So I'll take any information. I know I'm trying to balance that right now because I love the post-game interviews with the players.
Right.
And it might actually be more important, I think, than our pre-game information. We can always flash that up there for a few minutes instead of talking about it. And I didn't get a chance to get connected with Coach Gross, so I didn't get an interview for Oakfield. So maybe we will do a post-game. We'll just make it real quick with our interviews.
One or two girls get a couple questions in. Coach Kaufman, maybe a word. Had a word from the officials. I wasn't listening, but
shooting two.
It's Murillo. She cashes in on her first. She's got a pretty shot.
I'm not sure who that foul was on.
I'm not entirely sure either. Had to be on her way up. Not close enough to the bonus. So this was a shooting foul. Cashes in on the second one. Back to a 14-point ball game. Just over 5 minutes remaining here at Central Wisconsin Christian High School in Waupun, Wisconsin. Murillo closely guarding Zemlo. Nice screen by Piper Alstom. She rolls to the hoop. Screen again. Miedema looks to the left. Good switch action by the Wayland Academy girls. Miedema dribbling it around, looking for some gaps to hit. Zemlo, good attack to the left. Goes up, fouled by Murillo. Finishes through contact and one opportunity for the freshman.
Her first points of the half, but she has definitely worked hard. So we need to start thinking about right now who we're going to get some interviews with.
Free throw attempt is good. Completes the three-point play.
The traditional three-point play. You don't hear a lot about that anymore.
The old-fashioned way of doing it.
Right. I'm going to see if I can get the microphone set up while Peyton is continuing to call and get the, he's going to stay on the main here, so sorry about that, Reagan, while I set up the mics here.
Three-point attempt by Barudin, rebounded by Batty. That goes up and in, 15-point lead. Pushed down the floor, Kaufman looks for an opportunity, stolen away by Arguello. She's pushing right back down the floor. Pass to the right, blocked away as Batty goes up with her left hand by Miedema. Izzy Rodriguez checks into the game for the first time today. Piper Awesome will take a break. Inbound for the Big Red. They find Barudin in the post. Shot attempt goes up. Great contest by Kaufman. Rebounds through traffic. Gets it out to Miedema. Outlet pass down the floor to Rodriguez. Can't handle it down on the block. Will go out of bounds. Wayland Academy basketball.
All right, so I'm going to test the microphones here, see if we've got them up and working. Sounds like that one is, and sounds like that one is. So we've got down to 3:20 here. We're going to grab those interviews at the end of the contest here on our post-game show. Let us know who you think we should have a conversation with.
Have another really good matchup up next between top two teams in the Trailways West and East. In the Oakfield Oaks and Partyville Bulldog Lady teams.
Aaron, maybe out there if you could give us an update on who won. Oh, wow. That contest last night between Dodgeland and Fall River. We'd like to know that, please. If you can find that information here. Give us some of the results on the rest of these trailways, because you got a good job there with Montello and Johnson Creek taking place right now, 50-48. There's no stream over on that side, which is good for us. We want you to stay here, because we got coming up here at the end of this game, we're going to have Oakfield and Partyville. That should be a fantastic contest here coming up. But right now, we need to know who you want us to interview.
Got 3 consecutive turnovers.
I like those recommendations there by Aaron.
Murillo with the shot attempt. That is off. Lady Rockets secure the rebound. They're going to want to slow her down here a little bit, make sure they're getting a good look.
Take anybody else's recommendations. Miedema.
Good look by Miedema there, can't finish. Kaufman comes down with the rebound, tipped out of bounds. State possession for the Lady Rockets.
We'll interview right down in that corner, and I'm going to have we'll have the backs of the ladies to the court.
Okay.
Good job there by Piper Alsum. I think I may run the interviews if you're okay with that.
That is perfectly fine. You got some good questions for
Actually,
them?
no, why don't you go ahead? I'll take the Oakfield ones, that post game.
Okay.
Looks like we got a timeout here. Taking a full, we'll step aside. Listening to Jeff Sauer along with Peyton Moldenhauer here on Jeff's live stream from CWC Gymnasium. We'll be back.
The Wapaka Comets for the annual Pink Out the Rink event.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@wc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customers.
And we're back. Sorry about that to Warren Bailey and King Manufacturing. Good steal here by Maddie Miedema.
Fouled on her way up by Arguello. She'll shoot 2 at the line.
49-32, 156. So we've got a couple of recommendations so far. Watching from Costa Rica. There we go. That's the reach that I want to have. So I am glad that your favorite player is Alexa Arguello. I'm glad that we were able to get you to come on air. A couple of players going to get some playing time. We didn't see that. I didn't see that substitution. That was Izzy Rodriguez that was in there, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and call out some of those other ones.
Annika Reed checks in for the Lady Rockets, as well as Madison Randall for the first time today. Just under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Maddie Miedema makes the second free throw. I believe she's up to 17 today. 18-point lead for the Lady Rockets. Barudin attacks off the screen from Arguello, finishes on the right-hand side. 16-point lead. Lady Rockets getting into their press-breaking offense.
Good job there. We were able to see him break that there with that portable unit down here. So again, we will get interviews over in the far corner over there. And the reason I was talking about having their backs to the court is that way that gives my main camera with Reagan pointing the antennas more towards me than having them blocked facing the other direction, unless she wants to hold the camera the entire interview time over her head. She flashes over
Great
here.
Look from Madison Randall on the left side. Deep 2 from the wing.
Did she make it?
She did.
Awesome. Good for Madison.
She is on the board.
Let's see if I got the replay. Oh, it was a little bit too late. My apologies.
Had a good look in the middle of the lane the last time down. Couldn't get it to fall. Some fancy footwork.
30-second timeout? I didn't see it.
Yes, Coach Kaufman called 30-second timeout. Looked like it was for substitution.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too. So let's see who's going to be out there coming on the floor here for the Lady Rockets. If you want to give us those numbers.
Yep. Looks like Arabella Fua checks in for the first time today, and Lydia Van Buren checks back in for the second time.
With Maddie Miedema out there and Annika Reed.
Raina Schreckenthaler checks in for the Lady Big Red.
Again, thanks to everybody who has joined us in here. So I guess we're not hearing anything from anybody else. So we will talk to what we've got going on there. It was, we'll talk to Brielle Hollander. So we'll just, when we get down there, so I'll recommend to you, that was the one thing, when you get down there, just be aggressive and start yelling out the numbers of who you want to talk to, and just multiple times. So just tell Kaufman that you want to talk with 10, 15, and 23. 10, 15, 23. Coach, I need to see 10, 15, 23. Coach, I need to see 10, 20. I know it seems like it's annoying, but they get so wrapped up in their contest as well, which is, so the reason I'm doing this is because Peyton is continuing to grow with me. Your announcing is getting so much stronger. It's just incredible, Peyton, with all the experience that you're getting here. So I wanted you to be aware of. I love that.
It's been fun. Learning something new every day.
I'm going to have you start to head down there, and we'll have Reagan swing down to the other end. I'll run that main camera. Here's your 2 microphones.
Sounds good.
Reagan will try and relay information to you if I need to talk to you. Awesome. Perfect. You can take that, you can. Unless you don't need it. There was Peyton flashing right there. Reagan, if you want to start walking this way too, I'll stay with the main. Shot up, missed. Rebound goes to Fua. And that's going to do it here for this contest. 52-34. The Lady Rockets with the victory. Stay with us here. You know, in our post game, we love to get interviews with players. We like to have conversations here for them to work on their communication skills. So Randolph is one of those teams that we follow all the time. So we'll get some conversations with some of those girls as Peyton heads down there. We're going to run to a commercial until we're ready to have those. We'll be back here. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon, the automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
All right, we'll quick get started with Coach Kaufman here. In the meantime, I think it was a 52-34 W today. Early morning game. Not easy to get the girls rolling early in the morning. I know I'm not a morning person. 8-0 run to start off the bat for the Wayland Academy. Big Red, how two quick early timeouts? How'd you get the girls awake and ready? I know you were into it.
Well, the sad thing is we've been talking for a week about coming out strong and fast, and I know it's an early game, but it's not the way we practiced the last couple days, so disappointed in that. But they rebounded after that. Sloppy first half. I thought we cleaned some things up in the second half, which was good, so we can build on that going into this upcoming week when we have 3 games. All right?
Right, no, and later in the game, the offense seemed to be rolling a lot better. Great ball movement, finding a lot of girls off of their off-ball screens, rolling tight off curls. Is that something you guys have been working on in practice? What's the offense look like in practice?
I've been working that a lot. The last week and a half, it's been good with our weak side action a little bit, maintained a little better spacing with our man-to-man principles, and, hitting some girls on some tight cuts, some backdoor cuts. We've been using some shallow cuts here and more. So we're learning as we go along. I thought we were a little more clean in the first half, and like we said, we weren't dribbling so much second half. We were more passing, finding some open girls, cutting to the basket. So we were more effective, more efficient, but we got to keep building.
No, the upward trend of the games lately has been great to see. I know that Wayland played a strict zone defense. It looked like a 1-3-1 early, maybe some extended diamond press at times, 2-3 zone later in the game. Was that something you guys were preparing for?
Yeah, we knew. We actually saw them play a little triangle and 2 against Dodgeland. We were ready for a 1-3-1 or a 2-3, and we knew they played a little man, which they did in the second half late when they were down. So we were prepared for all of it. The biggest thing is we got to control the controllables about what we do, and, we took care of the ball better in the second half. But still, we're getting back. We got to play 36 minutes against clean basketball against good teams to have an opportunity. So we'll keep getting better.
Right, you guys are. You got some great non-conference games coming up. Conference play follows. Congrats on the win, Coach Kaufman. Girls are looking good, and thank you for your time and energy. Wait for the next girls to come out whenever they're ready. But
appreciate it, Peyton. Always happy having
my pleasure.
A former Rocket.
Try to be my best at not being too biased, but my alma mater plays here today. I'm glad Jeff has me scheduled for these games. It's so much fun watching you still continue to do your thing, Coach.
Perfect. Hey, thanks for covering us. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to
We'll
step
head
aside.
back to Jeff for a little bit in the meantime before we interview the 3 girls coming out.
Right. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to ads.
Special. Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic...
All righty. Back here, continue with the post-game show. I got Maddie Miedema, Brielle Hollander, and Piper Alsum. These 3 were their leading scorers this evening. I keep getting evening confused with morning. It's so weird playing basketball in the morning. These girls overcame an 8-0 deficit early. Can probably attribute it to the morning game. Maddie, you girls are all leaders on this team, talented freshmen. What was the talk in the huddle like down 8-0, trying to get ready, get awake for this early morning game?
Yeah, definitely. I think the morning game threw us off a little bit. We came out a little lazy, but that second half, I think we definitely battled back and we got into our groove.
Got into the flow of things for sure. You led the way with 17 today. Slow start, but got rolling early. What was your mindset like when you're down 8-0? What's going through your head to try to get the team going?
I was just like, we got to like pick ourselves up. We're only down 8, so obviously we just got to dig ourselves out of that hole and get rolling.
Right, good answer. I know you and Brielle had a series, I think it was 3 times down the floor. It was Brielle to Maddie, Maddie to Brielle, maybe Maddie to Brielle. You guys are building a lot of chemistry. Is that stuff you're looking for in practice? I imagine you guys are running through shell drill and stuff, and what's that like, looking for each other, finding a groove that way?
Yeah, definitely. I've never played with her before, so we just got to build that chemistry,
have guessed
like
that.
you said. So, yeah, we just had to find our chemistry, and we're going to keep building from here.
All right, that's awesome. All right, we'll hand it over to Brielle. Congrats, Maddie. Great game. Back here with freshman Brielle Hollander, third on the team with 8 points today. Been the upward trend lately, seeing it every game, getting more comfortable as a freshman on the floor. I talked about it earlier in a couple interviews. You're more and more aggressive every game. What's that like every game? Is the mentality the same every day?
I think the mentality just going into games and going into practices is just you're going to want to give it your all. You're going to have bad days. You're going to not want to be out there some days, but as long as you're trying to be your best, that you're going to feel better coming out of it. And I feel like coming into these realizing that my team does need me even when I don't feel like I want to play some days, but I just go out there and I do it for my team.
Right. At like 9:45 in the morning
Yes.
type of deal. I gotcha. Wayland had a little bit of a size difference today. You forwards had your work cut out for you on the boards, especially being a freshman forward. What's the mindset like trying to get rebounds, fighting for position, try to use your strength, or are you a footwork type of person?
I definitely just my goal is just to get them out of the paint and push them as far away as I can. I mean, they're a lot bigger than me, so it's hard to really have a mindset to anything, but what's going through my head is just my girl's not going to get the rebound. I don't have to get it, but she's just not.
There you go. It's a great mentality to have. Great work on the boards. Way to battle on defense. Overcame a height difference. Big win today. 5-8 on the season. Congrats, Brielle.
Thank you.
We'll hand it off to senior captain Piper Alsum. Second on the team today with 10 points. Shots were falling today. A couple good mid-range shots that looked pretty. Free throw line 2 for 2 today. You come in today feeling it? What was warm-ups like?
I think warm-ups, we came out and we're like, hey, girls, it's a morning game. We need to come out with the energy. Don't let the time of the day decipher how we play. So we came out, obviously.
I lost that microphone, so tell him he's going to have to use his. I don't know if the battery went dead. But I'm missing the interview.
How do you see it going forward, too?
Tell him, Reagan.
As a
forward
on the team. Sorry, these girls are heading out onto the floor. Oh, I'll just hand it off to Piper when she's ready to answer the question.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know, Jeff. As the other girls come out on the floor for the next game. What's the chemistry like? As a senior, it's beautiful to see. I know when I played, seeing your younger teammates kind of gel together, whether it's from the bench or you're watching your teammates cut. How excited are you going forward in the tourney play and later conference play?
I'm very excited. I definitely feel like during practice we're able to build those chemistries with the drills that we do. We're able to work on shell, we're able to do on the kick where we pass it for one more, and ultimately work on the cut and passing to see where we get into the gaps. So ultimately, we have girls where they have a smart basketball IQ, able to find the gaps, and we're able to hit it for them. So, yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm going to send it back up to Jeff. This is the post-game show. Thank you, girls. Congratulations on your 52-34 win. Continue your winning ways. I'm slightly biased here. Can't wait to be back at the next one. Thank you, girls. Congrats on the win. You're welcome.
Welcome back up here. So great job there with the interviews by Peyton, and a great job there by the girls as well. Great responses here. You can see the warm-ups are starting here. We're going to wrap things up. You heard the final score there by Peyton. You're listening to a great broadcast here by Peyton and Reagan. Really appreciate it. Take care. God bless. We can't wait to see you at a court near us. Jeff Sauer signing off for Peyton and Reagan here from Central Wisconsin Christian.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.